All right, so I'm going to assume that you clicked on this video because you struggle with finding time to post videos consistently. And it's because, well, it takes a long time. But I've got some good news. It doesn't have to. I've been able to get my shooting time and upload time under 3 hours a week. I'm actually running 2 channels right now. One channel I post 5 times a week. This channel I've been posting every day, but you don't have to post every day, by the way. You can start with just posting once a week, but even that might be a lot of work and just really taking a lot of time. So I want to give you 2 different strategies that I have used on both of these channels that allow me to produce a lot of content and not feel overwhelmed. I got some notes here. I know it's pretty advanced, it's pretty fancy, but I just wanted to make sure I covered everything. Also, if you're new to the channel, welcome. And it's time for a little liquid death, because that's what I drink around the pool this time, and this is what I'm gonna do again tonight. Oh, that's so good. All right, let's get into it. The very first thing is I want you to commit to posting once a week. I want you to start there, okay? Because what we have to do, a lot of times people think, oh, I'm gonna post like 3 times a week or 5 times a week or even twice a week. And then you do it a couple times and you're like, wow, that was a lot of work. And then you get overwhelmed and then you stop. So what we want to do is we want to just start getting our process in place, okay? It's all about getting the process in place. And then once we do that, we are going to be able to then ramp things up, all right? So the first thing is I want you to commit, okay? Commit to a day. A lot of times people are like, I'm going to post once a week, but they don't have an exact day. I want you to have a posting schedule, all right? Posting schedule. So that's number 1, all right? The second thing is that once we commit that we're going to do a video on Wednesday at 9:00 a.m. Eastern time, again, I want you to be that exact, okay? I want you to get really, really clear on that. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to use 1 hour a week, just 1 hour a week, to basically just get your ideas, get your topics, get everything laid out. You want to start with the topics first. Don't worry about how you're going to shoot the video. Don't worry about B-roll. Don't worry about your bullet points and what you're going to talk about. Don't worry about any of that stuff during this session. So what we're doing is we're stripping out all of the other things that happen when we start to think about the video. We're like, we got to hit the video, or we got to do the video, then we have to script the video, and then we have to set everything up, and then we got to shoot it, and then we got to do the thumbnail, and then we got to upload, and then we got to do all our tags. You get it, right? We don't want to go there right now. Right now, we're just going to grab a little drink, and we are going to sit down, and we are going to just do ideation. That's all we're going to do is we're going to just come up with ideas. Now, one way that I do this is I sit down and I look at some of my old videos that did well, and I will build off of them. Or I look at other channels, not even in my niche, that have videos that did well for them. And what I'll do is then I'll take those titles and I'll kind of use parts of it. Now, I actually have a swipe file that I've been giving out, and people have been saying it's been really helpful. It's basically 10 titles that you can take and you can plug and play and you can rearrange things. I've used these over and over and over again. One of them I've used numerous times and it always does really well. If you want that, just put hooks in the comments and I'll send you a copy. Just put hooks in the comments and I'll send you a copy, all right? That'll help you get over that hurdle, and then from there you're able to also start doing the ideation, because the ideation is like one of the hardest things, okay? Because if we get the ideation done, we get the titles done, and you know what? Come up with 5 titles, 10 titles. You might get on a roll and have 15 titles. It doesn't mean that you have to shoot all of these. I have, on my phone, I have a list that just keeps growing. Because if I'm sitting there waiting for my wife in the grocery store, I'm thinking of an idea, or I see a video that caught my attention, I write down that title. And then I can build off of it later. So that's one little hack you can use there, all right? But the main thing is here is don't get distracted with everything else. It's like you block out an hour a week to do your ideation, okay? Kind of like you're committing to the video that you're gonna upload. I want you to commit to that hour, okay? 1 hour, that's it. Start a timer, and when the timer's done, you are done with ideation, okay? Done. That's step 1, all right? The second thing is on my little list here is then we have to plan time to record, all right? So I'm gonna give you an example. Right now, I am doing these videos on this channel pretty much like this right here, okay? So I had this idea already planned a week ago. I had it on my list. If you go back and look at some of the videos I shot this week, the titles were already planned a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, maybe even 3 weeks ago. I just pulled these for this week. So now, right now, my wife is literally taking my daughter to a football game, dropping her off, coming back and picking me up, and I had a half hour. I'm sitting here and recording this for you because I already had the title. This is my block of time that I allowed for today. I have my little notes here for you that I'm gonna share with you. And now what am I doing? I'm recording. So I'm allowing this time. For me, it's a half hour, but it could be an hour, okay? And I got my little lav mic right there. I've got my Osmo right there. You can't see it, but it's right there. And I've got my iPhone 15 right there. That's it. That's all I need, okay? I didn't have a script, okay? And I would say if anybody's writing scripts right now, try to go without a script. Try to do this. I think this here is working better because people feel it's more authentic, it's more real. And yes, I'm going to have ums and ahs and I'm gonna stammer a little bit maybe, but that's okay because it's you and me sitting here having a drink. I'm having Liquid Death. It's really good. It's an orange mango chainsaw. You ought to try it and hopefully they'll sponsor us one day. But getting back to it, recording, that's what I'm doing right now. So I already took my hour this week. I actually did it last week too. And as you build this list, you might not have to have an hour every week, but you know what? I like it. I think it's fun coming up with titles and ideas. All right, so that's just a block of time. And generally I'll do that in the morning when I have my cup of coffee. So morning, cup of coffee, ideation. Okay, I'm not worrying about shooting. I'm not worrying about editing. I'm not worrying about thumbnails. None of that stuff, okay? We're stripping that all away, okay? Now, if you are going to shoot in a studio of some kind, now I do have a studio in the house. I shoot for my other channel, Brand Creators. I shoot that, but I have it all set up. So it takes all of the setup out of the way. Because a lot of times you're like, oh, I got to shoot a video. I got to set up my lights. I got to set up my camera. The lighting isn't the same, whatever, right? You have issues. What I did is I set everything up in the studio and all I got to do is flick on a light, flick on the camera and hit go. And I'm ready to go. So it's worth taking the time to get yourself set up in a location so this way here you're ready to go. I have a buddy of mine who basically has a walk-in closet and he converted that into a little studio. And he's got a little light that he bought, $90 light. He's got his Osmo, he's got his phone, and he's got his mic, okay? So it doesn't have to be fancy, but you do need something that's set up. Like right now, it took me literally 5 minutes to hook my phone up here, click this lav mic on, and hit go. Here, hit record, all right? And here we are. Okay, so that's the second thing. Allow the time that you're going to record. Now, if I'm going to air this on Wednesday, okay, if that's my weekly upload, then I'm gonna have to shoot this before. So you have to kind of allow, what is the time frame for you? So maybe it's Monday, ideation, Tuesday, shoot video, and then maybe Wednesday, you're gonna do your edits, and then you're gonna upload. Okay, now I'd want to give myself a little bit more time. So what I'm going to do here tonight, this is literally how it's going to work, by the way. I am going to take this video, because I'm going to post this tomorrow. So I'm shooting this tonight. It's going up tomorrow morning. All right, but here's what this is going to look like. I'm actually going to do a video eventually that I'm going to show the idea. I'm going to show myself setting it up like this, shooting it, going in the house, uploading it to my computer, and then uploading it to YouTube, making the thumbnail, all that stuff. Literally right now, if I wasn't going to dinner, I could take this, offload it to my computer, and do my thumbnail and have this uploading to YouTube in under an hour. Because I'm not doing any edits on this. Okay, the only edits I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in the house and I'm gonna trim off the front and trim off the back. And that's it, okay? Because these no edit style videos are doing really well right now. So we're taking that out of the equation. So I'm gonna actually take this video that I'm doing right now. It's gonna be on my phone. My wife's gonna come in the driveway here and I'm gonna go to dinner. And when I get home from dinner, I'm gonna upload it to the computer and upload it and we're good. Man, I don't know if you guys can hear that, but I just got some loud thunder. So hopefully we're gonna make it here. It's getting a little bit dark. So I'm gonna kind of get this moving. All right, the third thing is the editing and the thumbnail, right? So editing for this is gonna take me, I'm not even kidding, it's gonna take longer to import the video than it is to edit it. So import, export, upload. That's it. And then the thumbnail, I'm just gonna take a screenshot of one of these frames here and I'm gonna put a little bit of text over top of it. I'm gonna actually create 3 thumbnails. And what I've been doing, because I've been A/B testing, is what I do is I take one thumbnail with some text, then I take another thumbnail and I just make it black and white with the text the same color. And then from there, I do one with no text. That's my testing. And I'm actually gonna do a video on and report back on what ones perform better, but that's what I'm doing right now, okay? So, the hack, okay, or the hacks, the productivity hacks, all right? We're gonna do this, okay? Write a list. What are you gonna do? You're gonna commit to your day, okay? What day? Write it in the comments. What day are you posting your videos, or are you going to commit to posting your video, okay? And then from there, you're going to pick the time or the day that you are going to be allowing that hour to do your ideation, to come up with your titles. And like I said, if you want a shortcut, I've got 10 ready for you right now. Just in the comments, put hooks, and I'll send you a copy of that, okay? I'll send it right to your inbox. The second thing is you're gonna record, okay? You're gonna record. And then after you record, the same day if you want to, I mean, you can, because for me, I'm gonna record this. I'm at 11 minutes right now. This is gonna probably be about a 14, 15 minute video. I could take this right now, go in the house, import it, and have it all done in under an hour. So I could actually edit and upload in an hour. So the whole thing combined, if I have my title, could take me an hour a week if I'm posting one video. Now I'm gonna post one a day here for a while because I'm testing that. I'm gonna report back on that. So you wanna subscribe to the channel, by the way, because I'm gonna update you guys on the analytics as far as like how well that's doing, all right? So you have to record, and then you have to edit, and then just create a thumbnail. And don't get crazy with thumbnails. People think you gotta have these fancy ones with all these expressions like, hey, look over here, look at that. I do those on my other channel at times, but they don't necessarily work any better than the ones that are just straight up screen grabs. So don't overcomplicate it. The big thing here is just stay consistent and don't get overwhelmed. Right? This is gonna cut down the overwhelm, which is gonna allow you to show up on a regular basis. And if you show up on a regular basis, you take more at bats, then we might be able to get more hits. All right? So that's the very first thing for this one strategy. The second strategy that I wanna share with you is, well, it's going live. And I know you're gonna get scared a little bit, we all do. And it's like, oh my gosh, I gotta go live. What I do on my Brand Creators channel is I basically go live once a week for about 90 minutes to 2 hours, depending. And I pull from that live 3 to 4 videos that go up on the channel as independent videos. So I basically just sit down, I plan out my 4 titles, and then I go live, I record that whole live session, and then I strategically plan the subtopics, which are going to turn into independent videos. All right? Now, if you want to hear more on that, I shot a whole video walking through that strategy. If you want to see that in detail, I'm going to put that video right there, and go ahead and watch that video next, and you will see that strategy where you can go live and pull all that video and make that your video content publishing strategy. Watch that video next. See you there.